recording.
No, I wrongly, it is from my side. You can, Jacques, tu peux enregistrer, j'ai fait une gaffe là.
Oui, je pense que c'est bon, ça enregistre là.
Maintenant, non.
Maintenant, non.
Non, il faut que tu commences de nouveau.
C'est bon, là, c'est lancé.
Et là, c'est lancé.
Oui.
Sumit, if you want, you can start. It was an error from my side.
Recording?
Yeah.
Okay, I started.
Okay, so good evening for everyone. It is our lesson number 81. And we are so glad today to receive with us a famous Ayurvedic doctor, Dr. Sumita Prajapati. I think you know her very well. We already interviewed her from 1 year, since 1 year, 2 times. Dr. Sumita Prajapati, she is doing a lot of things to spread Ayurveda in so many countries. She is always traveling between India and USA, UK also. She has her own company and her own institute in Ayurveda. The name is Ayushanti. She has do a lot of medicine, Ayurvedic medicine, something like 70 Ayurvedic medicine from a long tradition coming from her own grandfather, who was also a famous and great Ayurvedic doctor. Today, we'll ask her on many topics of Ayurveda, and you can profit from her deep knowledge in this field. She was also my own Ayurvedic doctor and my own Ayurvedic master in Ayurveda. I learned Ayurveda in her clinic in Bombay, and also she came for Lebanon, and she has done a lot of Ayurvedic diagnosis and pulse reading in Lebanon. So she is now she is famous everywhere about Ayurveda. Good evening, Dr. Sumita, and you are welcome again with us.
Good morning, Dr. Lwiis.
You are in USA, maybe it's not evening.
Yes,
In
it's
Lebanon,
11:30
it is
morning over here.
Thanks for your presence, and we'll start directly to have benefits of this time with you. It is so precious time
Sure.
with us. We'll talk first about women and Ayurveda, and what can Ayurveda suggest for women daily healthy routine according to you?
See, according to Ayurveda, Ayurveda is coming from 5,000 years as it is. Like it's an ancient old wisdom which is not changed at all. Like whatever was written 5,000 years before is also true in today's life. Like you won't believe, before 5,000 years, in Charak Samhita, Charak Rishi has written about breast cancer, menopause, hot flushes, hormonal imbalances problems at that time, but in a different language. Like for breast cancer, they used to say Karkarog. And there are different kind of diseases which are appearing nowadays, but it was not at that time that much. But it was mentioned in the Samhitas or books that after certain years, when people will not follow the diet and lifestyle properly, then they will start to have imbalance in their body. And then this imbalance will lead to many difficult problems of hormones and breast cancer. And even in males, you must have seen menopause, which is called andropause. Like in female, we have menopause. The males, they get andropause because of the testosterone deficiency. So all these symptoms were written 5,000 years back, and they are coming as it is. Now also they are true in today's life. So Ayurveda suggests if you follow healthy diet and lifestyle, since starting.
Mm.
Or at least whenever you are aware of it, that my lifestyle is not good or my diet is not good, start to change little bit step by step,
Mhm. Yes.
So try to have proper diet according to your imbalance. Like if you are a Vata person, try to avoid raw vegetable, raw salad. Try to avoid too much cold climate. Try to stay more warm, eat more warm, liquid and soupy food. If you are Pitta or fiery kind of a person, try to be more in a cool climate. Try to have more cooling food like ghee or rice or moong, that kind of food. So Ayurveda suggests different diet and lifestyle for people depending on their imbalance.
Mhm.
And then in the lifestyle also, you have to like what time you need to wake up in the morning, how much meditation you should do, what kind of exercise you should do. All these things are mentioned in Ayurveda.
Mm.
So if you follow proper diet and lifestyle, then in future you won't get the hormonal imbalance or female related issues if you are a female, and even for the males.
You are just talking about breast cancer, Dr. Sumita, and in fact, there is more and more cases
True,
in this field. Why
true.
we see more and more cases in breast cancer?
See,
How to
according to Ayurveda, the main root cause of breast cancer is Viruddha Ahar and Viruddha Vihar.
Mhm.
Viruddha means opposite combination of diet and lifestyle.
Mhm.
If your diet is not proper, if you're eating Viruddha Ahar means wrong combination of food.
Mm.
Like if you're having milk along with the citric foods continuously,
Mm.
like strawberry milkshake,
Mm.
or if you are eating milk product along with the food for long term,
Mhm. Yes.
and if you are eating non-vegetarian food with milk products, then
Mhm.
all this will combine and form into mucus,
Mhm.
and this mucus will start to block the breast channels or the duct of the breast, which is called arm.
Yes.
When the arm gets accumulated inside the channels, then slowly the inflammation starts, and then tumor or gland or cyst or cancer, all these things will start.
Mm.
Again, nowadays, in the olden days, nobody was taking chemicals and all.
Mm.
I have never heard my grandmother taking hormone replacement therapy in the menopause age.
Mm.
They used to get a normal menopause. They used to
Yes.
not have hot flushes or mental disturbances, all these things, like what we are getting nowadays.
Yes.
So, use of hormone therapies after the menopause
Mm.
also is one of the reason for breast cancer,
Mhm.
and it is proved.
Mhm.
Also, antiperspirant. We see females, they use so much antiperspirant
Yes.
to avoid the smell of the sweat.
Yes.
But those antiperspirants also has so many chemicals
Mhm.
which can damage the lymph nodes and the circulation in the breast area.
Mhm.
So instead of using those things, try to reduce arm from your diet.
Mhm.
Try to reduce arm from your body. Automatically, the sweat will not smell bad.
Mhm. Okay.
And then underwire bras, you must have seen, females, they want to lift
Yes.
the breast.
Yes.
So they're usually wearing underwire bra for long and long hours.
Mm.
These also disturb the circulation of the breast and the lymph nodes.
Mm.
So then the chances of cancer will increase.
Mhm. Okay. But
Also, long-term use of chemicals like,
Mm.
if you are having long rheumatoid arthritis or osteoarthritis or heart conditions,
Mm.
they are using lots of chemicals for long terms or many years.
Mhm.
That also has so many side effects, and they create breast cancer in future.
Mhm.
So before, there used to be only one reason, either hereditary or gene.
Yes.
But you won't believe, now in my practice, I see females having breast cancer who has no hereditary history
Mm.
or
Uh-huh.
no gene issues, but they get breast cancer.
Mm.
So the
Why?
main reason is all this wrong diet and wrong lifestyles, according to Ayurveda.
Mhm. You are talking about a opposite combination of food. Can you talk more about these bad combinations and
See,
give
according
more
to Ayurveda,
examples?
the ahar means the food which has different qualities. When they combine together, they create slow poison in the body. Like, you won't get any problems immediately within 1 or 2 days of eating wrong combination. But if you are used to eat regularly wrong combination of food, then slowly the slow poison will start accumulating in your body, and then in future create bad diseases like heart block, diabetes, cholesterol, and cancer, and all such types of problem. For example, Ayurveda says try to keep minimum 1 hour gap between milk products and milk, fruit, and food. These three things should be always kept separately. For example, you must have seen, people are fond of strawberry milkshake.
Yes.
Or in the morning, they are having coffee with milk, and along with that, they drink orange juice.
Yes.
So those are two different things, fruit and milk. When they combine together, they form into slow poison. So if you want to have something citric, have 1 hour after having the milk. Otherwise, the milk will get fermented inside, and then slowly it will build into harm or toxins. And then you get all these problems in later on stage of life.
Okay.
Not immediately, but later on.
Dr. Sumita, many ladies and girls have problems of hormonal imbalance. You are still talking about how Ayurveda treats it, and what
See, Ayurveda believes in 3 kind of females hormonal imbalance. Ayurveda always talks in terms of Vata, Pitta, and Kapha. Okay, so if you are a Vata kind of imbalance in your body, leading to hormonal imbalance, those female will be more like scattered mentally, lack of memory, low focus, low concentration, depressed. They will have more joint issues. The skin will be more dry. The hair will fall out more. The aging process will be very fast. Like in my practice, I have seen some females who are at the age of 60, but they still look 35 or 40.
Yes.
And some in the age of 35, they start getting menopause and they look like 50 or 60.
Yes.
So the Ayurveda says reason behind that is excess of Vata imbalance or the air. Air is responsible for fast aging process. So those kind of female will get Vata kind of menopause. So the period will become very scanty, painful, and the period may stop in the early age. The menopause may come in the early age. All these are symptoms of Vata kind of menopause. So, or Vata hormonal imbalance. So those kind of female have to follow Vata diet and lifestyle, like avoid raw vegetable, avoid raw salad, have more warm, liquid and soupy foods, do massage regularly. Even for breast health, the main thing is to do warm oil massages on the breast at least twice in a week before taking shower. That will also help to improve the lymph nodes and the lymphatic circulation around the breast and inside the breast. So there will be less chances of developing cyst and tumor and all those things. So do proper oil massages on the breast. If you are a Vata kind, try to use Vata type of oils. If you are Pitta type, then cooling oils. If you are Kapha type, then little warming oil massages would always help for the breast health. So similarly, Pitta and Kapha kind of females should also follow the proper diet and lifestyle.
Yeah, but which kind of hormonal imbalance in the case of Pitta and Kapha?
So Vata I already explained. In case of Pitta, the Pitta people are fiery in nature because they have lots of heat in their system.
Yes.
So those kind of female will always have more problem with hair, skin and vision. So their hair will thin out very easily. Then they have graying of hair, receding hairlines, then dandruff problems. Then skin problems will be very common, like pigmentation, they will start very easily. pigmentation, then uneven skin, sensitive skin, then vision issues. They will have blurred vision or eyeglasses in the very young age. The period will be very heavy and with clots.
Yeah.
And some females may also get fever during the period. That is also one of the reason of pitta kind of hormonal imbalance. So those female will need to cool down their system by taking proper Ayurvedic supplements and diet and lifestyle, which we can find out by talking to them, asking about the symptoms and all.
Okay. So you suggest always for Vata massage, auto massage, and they do for themselves?
Yes, auto massage. Yeah. No need to go to specialized therapist and all. They can do twice in a week on their own and then take warm shower after that, or depending on their prakruti.
And it is enough for this kind of hormonal unbalance?
The main thing is diet and lifestyle. Like I told you, if you are Vata kind, then try to follow Vata diet. If you are Pitta kind, then Pitta diet. And if you are Kapha kind of imbalance, then try to have more moong, rice, khichdi, not very oily and spicy foods, avoid gluten, try to control your weight, because those people have more chances of getting fibroids.
Yeah.
So those are different type of diet and lifestyle and home remedies for different kind of people.
Okay. You are just talking about fast aging process, and it is a common problem these days for ladies and for gents. What are the reasons of it? How to prevent it and to treat it also?
As I told you, the aging process always depends on the level of Vata you have. If you are too much Vata kind, then the aging process is more faster. And if your Vata is under control, then you can look young forever, like for long term. So in order to control the aging process or reduce the aging process, try to control the Vata element. Like full body massages twice in a week with warm oils. Then try to be more active, do more exercises, yoga, meditation, pranayam. All these things will help a lot. Then use cow ghee in your food. Cow ghee is very good for rejuvenation. Then certain herbs are there in Ayurveda to reduce the aging process, which you can take. Like Shatavari, Ashwagandha, Amla. All these things also help to reduce the aging process.
Okay. About aging process also, you just talk about andropause for men.
Yes.
We hear little on it. Can you explain what it is and how to prevent it?
See, the male andropause or male menopause is also connected with the hormonal imbalance. Like in female, the hormone starts to change, so they get menopause. Same way in males, the testosterone hormone starts to reduce slowly after the age of 40 or 45, depending on the male's diet and lifestyle. If the male is smoking too much or having alcohol issues or eating too much non-veg food, or if his diet, if his lifestyle is very sedentary, or if the man is very obese, then the andropause may start in the early age, like 40s. So it depends on your diet and lifestyle, the age of andropause in the males and
normally,
the level of testosterone.
That male can, they have not a problem just for progenitor. It means to have.
Yeah, they can produce children even at the age of 70. That is not an issue because they have semen and they have sperms. But the system inside them will start to change. Like they will start to have lack of memory, low focus, low concentration, then lower back pain, joint issues. They are not sexually that much potent like how they were in the young age.
Yeah.
Because
due to andropause?
Yes, it is due to andropause because according to Ayurveda, there is one thing explained as Jarajanya Klaibya. Jarajanya means because of the aging process. Klaibya means difficulty in performing the sexual activity. So, which is mainly because of excess of Vata element or the air element, and reduction in the dhatus and muscles. So, if you see after certain age, the male's muscles will start to shrink.
Yes.
Muscular atrophy will come, which is called dhatukshayi in Ayurveda.
Yes.
So all the dhatus will start to go down.
Okay.
And semen also starts to reduce, the libido start to reduce. Overall, like whatever they used to feel before, like energetic and enthusiastic, that starts to go down slowly, and mentally also they start to go down slowly, which is again dhatukshay or klebya or jarajanya, means because of the aging process, according to Ayurveda.
So what they have to do mostly to
see,
face
mostly in allopathic, if you have seen, they give testosterone improving therapies.
Yeah.
Like hormone replacement therapy, how we give in females, they give that in males. But in long term, it creates prostate cancer and cardiovascular diseases and all these things. But in Ayurveda says you have to follow proper diet and lifestyle. Like not be totally sedentary, don't eat too much fried foods and heavy to digest foods after the age of 50. Try to reduce gluten as much as possible. Stop alcohol, smoking, if you want to have improve the or at least control the reduction in the testosterone level. So try to remain more active and energetic. And then there are certain treatments like Rasayan and Vajikaran, which Ayurveda recommends, which are also very good for Dhatujanya Klaibya or Jarajanya Klaibya.
Dr. Sumita, you are just talking about a lot of non-veg food. Non-veg food is not good according to you, and why?
See, according to Ayurveda, the non-vegetarian food is little heavy to digest. And it forms mucus in your system. So when it forms indigestion and mucus, then the mucus starts to travel into different channels of your body. So for example, if that mucus goes inside the heart vessels, then in long term you start getting cholesterol, triglyceride and heart block issues. Same mucus, when it goes and travels into the pancreatic duct, then in future it creates diabetes.
Yes.
So try to reduce the mucus by reducing the non-vegetarian food. Only some freshwater fish are easy to digest. Mostly all other non-veg foods are little heavy to digest.
Okay.
And also Ayurveda says about the emotional issues, emotions are always connected with the hormones.
So what Ayurveda said about emotions and how to...
So if your emotions are bad or if you are under stress, you are always thinking negative, and there are certain negative environment around you, then that will also affect your hormones. And you may get chances of having more breast cancer and tumor and gland and all these things. And you may age very faster.
Okay, so we should also work on our emotions to prevent.
Yes.
deadly.
Yes. So to work on your emotions, do more meditation, do yoga, do pranayam, stay more positive, breathing exercises.
Okay, and you are talking about to do something. If we are always not moving and not doing exercises, it will also affect the aging process, no? And
Yes.
and fertility for men and
Yes.
women both.
Yes.
You are just talking about cancer of breast. It is for ladies, cancer of prostate, also for gents, etc. Is it possible to prevent cancer by diet and daily routine? And what Ayurveda suggests to treat.
Definitely.
Mhm.
Definitely. If your diet is proper, if your lifestyle is proper according to your prakriti or your imbalance,
Mm.
then you can definitely prevent cancer.
Mhm.
If you're eating sattvic diet, if you're doing proper exercises, if you're focusing on yoga, pranayam and meditation,
Mm.
if you're a positive thinker,
Mm.
you can definitely prevent cancer. Try
Eh,
to avoid chemicals as much as possible,
Mm.
mainly, because the chemicals are the root cause of cancer.
Chemical, you mean chemical foods?
Chemicals, food, preservatives.
Mm.
Try to have more sattvic kind of food, more simple food. Don't make it very complicated.
What do you mean? But don't make it more complicated.
Like when you see the combinations of food is more complicated,
Yeah.
then you are prone to have more diseases. Like, for example, I told you non-veg if you are eating and then afterwards you are having milk products.
Mm. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
then some people think that the multigrain flour is very good.
Mm.
So what they will do, they will mix all the flour, like
Yeah.
wheat, rice, millet, everything they will mix, all the good stuff all together.
Mm.
And then they will make bread and then they will eat it with non-veg or
Yes.
some other foods.
Mm.
So what happens, Ayurveda believes in individual foods property.
Yes.
Like one food is cold in nature, one is hot in nature, one is medium in nature.
Yeah.
So if you are mixing too much hot and cold virya, we say virya means post-digestive effect foods.
Mm.
If you are mixing too many things together, then there are chances of getting mucus or, many people tell me, oh, I eat multigrain flour bread, but still I don't lose weight. Why is that?
Mm.
Because the reason is Ayurveda says use only one flour. Why you need to mix everything together and eat all healthy things all together?
Okay.
If you are eating moong, then try to eat only moong pancake or something,
Mm.
Instead of mixing moong and black beans and rice and everything together.
Mm.
Make it simple with rice and moong combination.
Okay.
Rice and moong combination is the easiest thing to digest.
Mm.
So instead of mixing too many foods together, try to have simple food. Don't make it more complicated. That's what I mean.
Okay. Mostly food today, the modern foods are so complicated with all this
Yes,
combination.
that's what, yeah.
Well,
That is the reason the cancer and all these diseases are increasing more.
So it is due to the diet mostly?
Yes. Diet and lifestyle again. People sleep late at night, like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock at night. You won't believe I'm in America. And when I do online consultation for my patients in Mumbai, till 2 o'clock in the midnight, they are awake and doing online consultation with me. When it is 4 o'clock over here. So they sleep like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock is the normal time for them to sleep, and they wake up at 10:30 or 11 o'clock in the morning, which is totally wrong according to Ayurveda.
Can you say about this daily routine about in Ayurveda, at what time it is good to sleep and what time it is good to...
See, Ayurveda says Brahme Muhurte Uttishte Jirna Jirnam Nirupayan in Sanskrit. That means you should wake up in the Brahma Muhurt. Brahma Muhurt means before the sunrise. So I suggest at least if you cannot wake up before the sunrise, at least wake up after the sunrise immediately, And then try to follow the proper routine which is mentioned according to Ayurveda. Like I've seen people, if they sleep 2 o'clock at the night, then at 11 o'clock they eat heavy dinner, which is not going to digest at that time. Because Ayurveda says when the sun is at the peak, like in the middle of the afternoon, 12 o'clock, that is the highest time your digestive fire is working. So if you want to eat heavy food, try to eat it before, 1 o'clock. Then it will be easily getting digested. And if you are eating heavy food 10 o'clock in the midnight, then what will happen to that food? Just imagine.
Yeah, of course. And
So those are the small things, in the lifestyle. If you follow properly, then it will help you.
Yeah, I saw sometimes people who eat even meat at the night, non-veg.
Yes, very heavy to digest.
Hmm.
So if you want to eat heavy foods, eat before 1 o'clock, because that time the metabolism is stronger. You will be easily able to digest those food. So when that will happen, when you wake up early in the morning, then you will be hungry in the afternoon. If you wake up at 11 o'clock, you won't be hungry at 12 o'clock, no?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So daily routine in general is not healthy, you mean, in this modern time?
No, I don't think so, because people's lifestyle is changed a lot. They have become more sedentary, like watching movies on the Netflix and continuously working on the computer, not doing proper exercises, not eating on time, not having proper water on time. Everything is changed a lot. I think within 10 years, everything is changed. I remember my school and college days. We used to wake up early in the morning and sleep before 9 or 9:30 at night. Our parents used to, yell at us if we are awake after 9:30. But nowadays, parents are on the phone. What they will tell the children to, do.
Yeah, it is a main problem and general problem in so many countries. And something like this modern time and technical and technological time are going against nature.
Yes. And because of that, the new diseases are coming, which was already written 5,000 years back in Ayurveda, that when the people will not follow the proper diet and lifestyle guidance according to Ayurveda, these diseases will come. Like at that time also, Charakacharya has mentioned about the diseases coming from the viruses, like what we are facing, Corona nowadays. It was already written 5,000 years back in Janapadodvansa chapter. Then about tuberculosis, about cancer, about HIV, everything it was written. And the same thing is happening. If we don't change, all these diseases will come.
But Ayurveda has something to suggest, for example, about HIV and other viruses?
Yes, definitely. I had so many of my clients, they took my supplements regularly since the Corona started. And believe me, very few of them got Corona positive. And whoever got Corona positive, they recovered very easily with my supplements without taking any chemical pills or anything.
Okay.
So Ayurveda has supplements for everything, but you should be taking it from the proper doctor and proper guidance.
You think, but there is a many actual problems like pollution, for example. Ayurveda, what can do for it?
See, Ayurveda says that you need to improve your own immune system. Whatever is happening outside should not bother you from inside. So if you are healthy and if you are strong from inside, then your body will fight against all the pollutions and chemicals and bacteria and virus and everything. You should be stronger from inside.
It's strong from inside, you mean immune system?
Your immune system should be good, your metabolism should be good, your body should be flexible, your joints should be flexible, your heart should be stronger, your circulation should be good.
Let us talk a little bit about immune system. What Ayurveda suggests to...
See, Ayurveda believes the main important point about immune system is to increase the ojas. You know about ojas?
Yes. Yeah.
Ojas is the sarabhag or the nectar of our life.
Yeah.
So whatever food we eat gets converted into different dhatu step by step.
Okay.
So from the food, first thing formed is rasa dhatu or plasma. Then from plasma, rakta or blood. Then muscles.
Yes.
Then fat.
Okay.
then bones, bone marrow, and then at the end, reproductive system, yeah, like sperm and ovum is formed.
Okay.
And from that, only a drop is formed, which is called ojas,
Yes.
or the nectar of life. So according to Ayurveda, if that ojas is proper in quantity, like 1 or 2 drops, then you have the best immunity, best glow on the face, best hair, best skin, best everything. Tushti Pushti Balodaya, Ayurveda says. Means you look very fresh, energetic, your skin glows and you are more strong and powerful. If your oj is good, then you can fight against any illnesses. But if your oj is less, then you will suffer from different kind of diseases, like infectious diseases or rheumatoid arthritis.
Okay.
Fever or sinusitis or urticaria. All these things is nothing but lack of immune system.
Okay. Okay.
Or low ojas. So in order to have good immunity, you have to increase the ojas.
Okay, and to increase the ojas, is there some diet, special diet, or?
Yeah, special diet, like I told you, sattvic diet. Everything should be sattvic in your food, like ghee, milk, rice, fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, no chemicals.
Okay.
All these things will increase ojas. Then soaked dry fruits.
Okay.
Those will also increase ojas. Then there are very good supplements. Like I have a supplement called Ayurveda and Immugen, which I gave to everyone during COVID. And everyone's ojas was really good. That means the immunity was very good.
Okay.
And till now, people are taking, and everyone is feeling very healthy.
Dr. Sumita, you are just talking a little bit about problem of fertility. According to your practice, how to prevent and how to treat this problem for
infertility,
for gents and for ladies.
Infertility issues.
Yes.
So mainly infertility, in my practice, what I saw, 70% of the couple who came to me, their reports were normal. There was nothing bad in the reports, like there was no tube block or no fibroid or no semen issues, nothing. But they were trying since 7 years, 10 years, but not conceiving. So when I went into their history, because during the COVID for 2-3 years, I could not see anybody personally. I could not read anyone's pulse. So mostly all my consultation was online. And without seeing the couples, during COVID, more than 70 to 80 children were born with the treatment. Just by doing online consultation and giving them diet and supplements. So when I went through the history online, I understood that both of them had pitta imbalance, fire. So when I gave them proper diet and supplements to reduce the heat or pitta, they conceived easily within 3-4 months. And then the healthy babies were born. So what Ayurveda believes is uterus need a cool climate to conceive. If you have lots of heat inside the uterus, the sperm will die very soon.
Okay.
For example, you know how many days a normal sperm can survive inside the uterus?
No. How many days?
After the sexual relationship?
2 days, maybe? 48.
3 to 5 days.
Okay.
And ovum?
No,
the ovum can only survive for 1 to 2 days maximum.
Okay.
24 to 48 days. Okay. So what happens if the female is having lots of heat in the body?
Yes.
Her ovum doesn't survive more than 2-3 hours and it dies immediately. And the husband, if he is having too much heat, the sperm goes inside the uterus and it dies immediately within 1 or 2 days.
Okay.
So every month only they get 2 or 3 hours to conceive, not more than that. So the chances of fertility goes down very fast. That is what my personal experience I saw. You must have seen hundreds of babies have been born with my
Yes.
supplements.
Okay.
Every week I post 2 or 3 pictures of the babies who have conceived. So 70% of the couple who come to me have these pitta issues. And just by treating the pitta and giving them proper diet and my supplements, they conceive.
Okay. Okay.
So because of our diet and lifestyle, mostly 70 to 80% people have pitta nowadays, pitta or fire imbalance.
So the main problem is this fire imbalance.
Element. In my practice, I saw. I don't know about others. But this is my secret which I shared with you today.
Okay. You are also a specialist of skin problems and skin diseases.
Yeah, you must have seen so many of my clients have cleared with psoriasis and
yes, I remember. Can you talk a
alopecia.
little bit about the causes of skin problems and how you are treating it?
As I told you earlier, again, the skin problem is related with pitta imbalance, fire. When you have lots of fire in your system, like for example, if you have lots of heat inside the earth, what happens?
Yeah, it will.
Volcano eruption, correct? Same way, if you have lots of heat inside the earth, inside your body, then it comes out in the form of volcano eruption, in the form of skin diseases. So any skin diseases, you name it, and it's a pitta imbalance, like eczema, pimples, psoriasis, rosacea, pigmentation. All the skin disorders are nothing but excess of pitta imbalance in your body.
Okay.
So again, you need to detoxify the pitta, remove it through the stools, as well as balance the pitta in your regular day-to-day life.
Okay.
And purification of the blood. Like I have certain herbs called Ayu, Glow, Manjishta, Laxygen. They helps a lot in clearing the skin disorders by detoxifying and rejuvenating the skin.
Okay. We are just talking so many times about pitta diseases. What about vata diseases? Which kind of diseases?
Vata is what? Tell me, what is vata made up of?
But it is air and akasha, I think.
Air and space element, correct.
Yes.
Vayu and akash element. So when you have lots of air and akash element in your body, what happens? For example, in your stomach, if you have let lots of air and space, what will happen to your stomach?
Gases.
Yes. Bloating.
Yes.
Then there will be noises inside the stomach.
Yes.
Okay. What will happen to the stools?
It will be more difficult and more dry and more constipated.
It will be more constipated, more dry and painful stools. And difficult to pass the stools. Same air element. Air always has a tendency to move. It doesn't stay at one place. So when this air travels up in the chest area, what will you feel?
What
will be the symptom when the air is trapped inside the chest area?
Chest area. It is. I don't. What do you?
You feel uncomfortable?
Yes. And
uncomfortable, anxious, chest pain.
Okay.
Some uneasiness you feel in the chest.
Yeah.
Same air, when it travels up here in the neck, what will happen?
Okay. Also, there are problems and irritation and maybe.
What do you have in this area?
Dryness of the.
What is there in this area?
Yeah, it is the area of throat and dryness
Which
of voice.
gland?
Voice.
Which gland?
In
Hormone.
English, or in English, I don't know. Maybe I don't. It is. I know.
Thyroid.
Yes, thyroid.
So all the imbalances of thyroid is nothing but vata trapped in the neck area. Hyperthyroidism, hypothyroidism, goiter. All this will happen when the air gets trapped in the neck area.
Yes, yes.
Same air, when it travels backside of your neck, what will happen?
I think it will be a neck pain and
Correct. Spondylitis.
Yes.
Same air, when it goes up in the brain area, what will happen in the head?
A lot of thinking and anxiety and
correct. So low memory, low focus, low concentration, anxiety, depression, disturbed sleep. All these things is nothing but too much air getting trapped in the head area.
Yes, yes.
And dryness. So the scalp will be dry, the hair will be dry, hair will be thin, they will fall very easily. This is nothing but too much air going in the head area.
Okay.
For example, if this kind of person who has any of such air symptom, that person is eating lots of raw vegetable, raw salad, chickpeas, heavy beans, what will happen to that air element?
Yeah, it will increase because it is so
dry. It will increase more, and where will it go?
It will go, I think, maybe in the stomach. Maybe it depends.
All over the body, and especially inside the space area, wherever there is a space, like joints.
Yes.
So inside the joint, there is a space. All the joints has a space. So those air will travel into the knee, into the hip, into the joints, and then they will get severe joint pain or arthritis.
Okay. Okay.
And the skin will become more dry, cracky skin. All this is nothing but air imbalance.
Skin problem, you are just telling that it is mostly pitta. It is also vata problem.
Only dryness of skin is vata. Rest all is pitta.
Okay. We have also a main disease these days, back pain and back problems.
Yes.
Which kind of disease?
Vata again. When there is a gas or air trapped inside the vertebral column, like C4, L4, L5, or C5, C6, C7 vertebrae, when there is a trapped air inside the vertebral column, then the movements becomes very hard because there is a dryness over here. So whatever synovial fluid is there inside the joints will dry up. And then the flexibility will go away. So back will become stiff. You will not be able to move the back properly. So main problem is vata and dryness in the vertebral column. So when you balance those vata and reduce the dryness, like taking castor oil helps a lot. I've seen so many clients. 1 teaspoon at night with warm water till the pain goes away.
People don't like too much this because they said it is difficult to accept it by the taste, and
you can mix it with your dinner, like if you are having some soup or anything. You can mix that with that, or if you are making some bread at night, then mix the 1 teaspoon in the flour, make the bread and eat it. You won't know the taste at all.
So you should take it with something
less than a small teaspoon, like 4 or 3 ml is enough every night.
And also problem of arthritis and joints, it is very common these days. Why and how?
Because of our lifestyle, which is more making us more age faster. So we should improve our lifestyle to reduce the aging process. As I told you, aging increases with vata imbalance.
Mostly in vata?
Vata is the main reason for aging.
Okay, but vata is always present, it seems. So even for men and women who are not vata, we discover and we see some vata problems. Why vata?
Yes, because of the age. Ayurveda has divided doshas according to the age. Like the children age is a kapha dosha. So you must have seen the small kids, they always suffer from cough, cold, asthma and breathlessness. because the children's age is kapha.
Yes.
Their skin is very smooth and subtle, because they are into kapha age.
Okay. Okay.
Then when we are young, it's a pitta time.
Okay.
So at that time we are more creative, more reproductive, more running here and there. Skin is more glowing, the hair are more lustrous. When we are in our young age, we are more energetic and enthusiastic. And then in the old age, the vata increases.
Okay. Yes.
So when we are old, naturally the vata in our body is already high. And if you are not following the diet and lifestyle properly, it will double.
Okay. So when we
So
are
according to the age, there are dosha dominance.
so vata is mostly there when you are so young and when you are old. Both
Yes.
we have vata.
More in old age, vata. In young age, it's pitta. And in the children is kapha.
Children age. So, okay. Okay. And during the day, how these three doshas are organizing, and at what time vata is more and or pitta?
As I told you, when the sun is in the peak in the afternoon, is the time of pitta. For example, at that time, if you eat heavy food also, it can be digested very easily. In the morning is the time of kapha. So if you see the sinus related issues, asthma, breathlessness, those all things will increase more in the morning.
Okay.
And acidity problem and skin itching and all this increases in the afternoon. And then later on in the evening is a vata time. So all the joint problem and vata related issues will increase in the evening.
Okay.
Even in the night, there is different kind of, like in the midnight, there are many people you must have seen, they wake up 2 o'clock in the midnight.
Okay.
Or 1 o'clock. Suddenly they wake up. And then they cannot go to sleep immediately.
Okay.
Because midnight again is a pitta time.
Okay.
So people who are waking up 2 o'clock in the midnight, they have lots of pitta in their body. Then many people you must have seen, they get heart attack early in the morning. In the sleep only they die. Many people. So that is because that's a kapha time.
Okay.
So accordingly, Ayurveda has divided time zone day wise and night wise also, like age wise.
Okay. Last part of our interview, Dr. Sumita will talk a little bit about Ayurveda and spiritual life. How Ayurveda can help in such a field to improve our spiritual life.
See, as I told you earlier also, the mental condition always plays a major and important role in your health. Like hormonal imbalance, and mostly all the diseases are in connection with the mind. Like many people, they have so big diseases, but they live longer because they think positive. They are not depressed with the diseases and they are thinking more positive. They are doing more meditation, yoga, pranayam, and then, working on their mind more.
Yes.
Because they believe that the body is not Atma. Atma is different.
Yeah.
Like I have met many saints,
Yes.
Some big sadhus and saints. You must be knowing, you have seen me meeting all those guys, all those people,
Yeah.
So there was one saint, I met him. And he was suffering from severe diabetes and heart problem and joint issues and so many things. So I asked him, don't you feel all these things more, like doesn't it harm you mentally?
Yeah.
So he told me one good thing.
Yeah.
He told me, doctor, I am not suffering. It is my body which is suffering.
Yeah.
My Atma is different than my body. So I always believe that my body is suffering, not my Atma or my soul.
Yeah.
That is the reason I don't feel that much pain, which was really beautiful. And I always remember that thing.
Yeah, but we saw a great masters who got cancer, for example, or other real
diseases.
deadly diseases. Why and how?
See, you may be whoever, you may be a big spiritual master or whatever you are. But if your diet and lifestyle is not proper, then health will not leave anybody. You may be anyone. But main is health is wealth. If your health is good, you will have everything in your life. So first take care of your health, then wealth will automatically follow. But if you don't take care of the health, whatever wealth you have, you will have to spend in the later on stage of your life in gaining your health again. So better to focus on your health first.
But health only by the health of the mind has no
mind and body both, yes. Like following the proper regime, daily regime and seasonal regime. Ayurveda says about dinacharya and rutucharya. Dinacharya is full daily regime from morning waking up till going to the bed at night. What you should do is written in Ayurveda. And then season wise, like there are 6 kind of season according to Ayurveda. Shishir, Vasanta, Grishma, Varsha, Sharad and Hemant. Depending on those season, you have to follow different diet and lifestyle. Like if you go to my YouTube channel, I post videos on seasonal regime. Every season wise, I put new diet and lifestyle. Like in February, March, what you need to eat and do. April, May, what you need to eat and do. All the season wise regime I have put on my YouTube channel.
And for a spiritual life, is there some special diet or something to add to this?
Diet for mind, like more meditation, more focus. Then again, sattvic food is always best for the mind, as I told you. So stay away from alcohol, stay away from smoking, stay away from negative thoughts, negative people, all these movies which aggravate the fire in your body or in your mind, the action movies and all those kind of
stay away
things.
From negative people. They are always there.
I know, but don't let it go inside your mind, don't focus more on the negative stuff. Try to focus more on the positivity.
They asked me about also acidity reflex, Dr. Sumita. Do you have some suggestions for that?
Acid reflux or hyperacidity or Vikrut Pitta, Ayurveda says.
Yes.
When your diet is too much acidic, like if you are eating too much tomato, yogurt, tamarind, citric or fermented food.
Yes.
Like too much cheese, tempeh, all these fermented products will increase excess of heat in your body.
Okay.
And the quantity of pitta will increase. So when the quantity or fluidity of pitta increases, it comes up in the form of hyperacidity or reflux. So try to reduce the pitta as much as possible by following the pitta diet. And there is one very beautiful home remedy which I always suggest to all my clients who has pitta issues, is having cumin, coriander and fennel seed powder.
Cumin, coriander, yes,
and fennel.
And fennel?
Fennel seed powder.
Okay.
Put it in water and drink 3 to 4 times a day. And avoid citric and fermented food and keep your system detoxed. Like taking some mild viration on regular basis.
Doing viration in regular, you think you suggest, and how?
Like you can take Triphala 1 teaspoon at night with warm water.
Yes.
That will help a lot for detox of pitta. But not regularly, because any dry powders or any churna, if you take more than 3 to 6 months, in later on stage it increases vata because they also create dryness.
So we should take it and stop for a few moments and after.
Yeah.
Come back.
Or you can contact any good Ayurvedic Vaidyas and ask them for the suggestion, according to your imbalance.
Yeah, sometimes we are taking something, and after when maybe the body is habituated to it, it will not have the same.
That is the reason you have to ask the Ayurvedic Vaidya about your Prakriti and what will suit you. And depending on that, you should take it.
Okay. You just told me in our last also phone call that fetus in the 7th month, it is good to listen to puja even in. Can you explain more and how it will be done?
It's called Garbha Samskara. According to Ayurveda, there are certain sanskaras you need to do for the better quality of a baby.
Yes.
So there are some sanskaras like Punsavan Vidhi. Then after the baby is born, it's called Karna Vedan, yani means to put the earring inside.
Yes.
Then Annaprashan Vidhi, like first time when you are feeding a baby, that is called Annaprashan Vidhi. So same way when the lady is pregnant, there is a vidhi called Garbha Sanskar Puja.
Yes.
So even in Western, they believe that in the 7th month, the baby inside the womb can hear the sounds from outside.
Okay.
And also later on, they can see the light, like they can differentiate between day and night inside the womb.
Okay.
So when you are doing certain mantra reciting, or if you are doing some puja, or if you are listening to some songs, or even if you are watching the movies which has lots of violence or fights, that will affect the baby.
Okay. Okay.
So we always say in India, whenever you are pregnant, don't watch the fights or action movies, or if somebody is fighting loudly, don't go there.
Okay.
Try to be more calm and try to do everyday meditation. Read Ramayana. Ramayana?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So try to read Ramayana and Bhagavad Gita, or listen at least. If you cannot read that much, just at least listen to all the spiritual books and all these things. Because whatever you will listen, the baby will listen.
Okay. Okay.
And the baby will also become like that.
And we are preparing a spiritual baby like that.
Yes, correct.
Sometimes we suggest that also non-veg food is not good for a pregnant woman. Is it good?
Because it's tamasic food. Sattvic, Rajasic and Tamasic.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, so the non-vegetarian is mainly Rajasic and Tamasic kind of food. So if you are eating Rajas and Tamas kind of food in your pregnancy, the baby will also become Rajasic or Tamasic. Like hot-tempered,
Yes.
the baby will, like nowadays, I have seen the parents, they are always complaining about the baby. My baby is very cranky. My baby doesn't listen to me. The baby always wants the phone. The baby doesn't eat without watching the, cartoons on the TV or on the phone. And my babies are very hyperactive.
Yes.
And they talk back to us, they don't listen to us. So the stubborn babies,
Yes.
all this is not the problem with the baby. It's the problem with you.
Oh.
When you were pregnant, what you ate.
Okay.
Whatever mother follows during the pregnancy will always affect the child's behavior. So complete diet and lifestyle of a mother during the pregnancy will form sanskaras on the baby. That is 100%. So if you are positive, if you are eating sattvic food, if you are doing meditation, pranayam, all these things, the baby will also be spiritual like you.
Okay.
At least if you are not always like that, at least be like that during pregnancy to have less problems after the baby is born,
Okay. Okay. Dr. Sumita, from the beginning of your practice in Ayurveda, you feel that there are more or less diseases, and why?
Obviously more.
Why? It is the main answer for the most doctors in Ayurveda and in allopathic. They said there are more and more problems. Why? Problems and diseases are
Because of our diet, change in lifestyle, you know, whatever we used to do 10 years before, we don't do that now.
yes.
Everything is changed. Like I told you, when I was in the college or school, I used to wake up 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock in the morning and study.
Yeah.
But nowadays, if you tell the kids to wake up 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock, nobody will listen to you.
So civilization is going against the nature and against the disease, against
Yes.
the good health.
Yes. And
So-
that is the reason more and more cases of diabetes, cholesterol, heart problems, cancer, all these deadly diseases are coming up because we are going against the nature. We
Okay,
are not
according
listening
to
to the
this,
nature.
and in our end of this interview, what is your last word to say about this? You who are fighting against diseases from so many years, and what do you say as the last word?
I always say people don't lose hope, you know. I see every day I see miracles happening with Ayurvedic practice. So many miracles I have seen in my practice.
Yes.
So be positive, think positive, believe in Ayurveda, believe in our ancient traditions, follow the proper diet and lifestyle, and you will definitely win. Don't go behind the big titles of the illnesses. You know, I always tell them.
People mostly they lose hope. They lose.
Yeah, when they hear big names of the disease they are suffering from the big titles, they get scared or afraid. They oh my God, I'm having this disease.
Yeah.
But don't be scared. Focus on the main imbalance. If it is Vata, Pitta or Kapha, try to find out the imbalance and try to balance those doshas, and automatically you will start seeing the miracles happening. Like I had so many infertility couples who tried everything, 5 IVF, IUI, so many things failed. But they conceived in 3 to 4 months after starting my supplements. Then I recently had one patient whose heart was not functioning properly at the young age of 40. I gave him supplements and diet to lose weight. He lost something like 35 kilo. And automatically next ECG came out normal.
Okay.
So every day some or other miracles happen. Some female, they had 4 cysts in the ovary. They tried all the hormones treatment, nothing was helping. But they just took 6 months of my supplements and the cyst disappeared. So many testimonials you can see on my website and even on Google. Many patients have put the reviews. So miracles do happen. Believe in God and follow proper regimen. You will definitely get rid of the problems.
Okay. Thanks for these hopes and to these guidelines. Hope we'll see you also for next interviews. We were so happy to discuss and to share with you all this deep knowledge.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for our next interview and next meeting.
Yes, sure. Thank you.